Hi guys, welcome to week 10 of my quarantine lockdown here in Cebu. It's June 1, so we're changing over to a GCQ, which is a general community quarantine, which is a relaxing of some of the restrictions, and I'm going to show you that in this video. I'm also going to show how that affects me and with travel. As always, I'm going to show you the coronavirus stats here in the Philippines, how many people died, how many are recovered, and how many people proved positive to the COVID-19. So let's get to the video. I wanted to show you to begin with what the GCQ allows. People under 21 and older than 60, or people with other health issues, should just stay at home. Some outdoor activities are now allowed, as shown. There will be some forms of transportation, although restricted. Passenger ships will be permitted to travel to other areas under the GCQ. Hotels or similar are not allowed to operate, with some exceptions as listed. If they do downgrade the GCQ after the 15th of June, hotels should be able to operate, but with restricted operations. I'll monitor that in future videos. One major change that's happening is the opening of the shopping malls, although with restrictions. So with the GCQ, shopping malls are allowed to open again. So I'm going to show you what's happening at Parkmall, which is just across the road from me. So I'm just at Parkmall here. I'm just showing you they're been closing off or putting fences around areas. This is obviously for Monday when the GCQ starts. So you can see behind me all the fencing up to here, so you can just come into the main entrance here and maintain your social distancing. So before this is a pathway into Parkmall, but now it's blocked by the fence. So they're really controlling how you get into Parkmall now. So even with the people here, it's a lot more subdued. People just getting about their business, getting their food, getting their groceries and going home. Not a lot of socialising, and also it's not so noisy. Minors are not allowed out during this period. Makes it a lot more peaceful here. You can definitely feel it's very subdued. There are a number of shops that are open today, but the actual official opening of the mall inside is the 8th of June. I'll just show you some other things that have opened here. What did open in the main entrance is the Watson and the department store there that are open. So this is just inside the front entrance. As you can see, the main corridor was cordoned off. But most importantly, selling alcohol in Mandaue is finally allowed again. For some of us, I'm sure that's the best news they've heard in the last couple of months. At the jeepney stop on the side of the Parkmall, there were buses running set routes. These were mostly around Mandaue, but there was also one to SM City. So let's look at the coronavirus stats here in the Philippines. So worldwide cases have increased to nearly 6.4 million, with 377,404 deaths and nearly 3 million recovering cases. The USA is far ahead of any other country with nearly 2 million cases. Of these, there have been 106,925 deaths. If we look at the Philippines particularly, they are creeping up. I think in last week's video, they were at number 43. Now, they're at 39 with nearly 19,000 cases. If you look at it in the graph form, you can see it spiked in the last week, which is a bit troubling. So breaking down the Philippines figures, the Department of Health has a total of 18,638 cases with 960 deaths and 3,979 recovering. In the Visayas area, where I am, the total cases are at 2,294, which looks like it's a bit out, as the data for Cebu City itself was 2,319 cases. This was as of Tuesday morning. And in Mandaue City, where I am, there was 281 cases. So for some lighter news, J Park is having a fantastic promo on its rooms. They were doing this a couple of weeks ago. So if you can get there, the second half of June is looking better if they do relax the restrictions. Rates were starting from 3,500 for the deluxe rooms, and their villas from 5,500. This can be booked directly on their Facebook page. If you've seen rates at this resort, I just can't emphasize how cheap these rates really are. For other travel news, Bohol and Baguio are looking to reopen their tourist sectors either in June or July. Another article is showing that when restrictions are lowered, hotels will be allowed to operate at a 50% capacity, hopefully soon. In Boracay, for the locals anyhow, will be reopened for them. hopefully tourists soon. So these are images of how transport will operate under the GCQ, with the yellow dots being the passengers. Mandaue Paradise Resort in the Camaltes posted they will be reopening from 1 June. Make sure you take your mask though. Cebu Pacific are restarting some of their flights, although at limited services. And just a note for travel within Cebu, in the provinces, checkpoints are being removed from the 12th of June. So as you can see, things are slowly coming back to normal. Obviously with some limitations, but it's in a move in the right direction. And I'll update these as I see them in future posts. Thanks guys for watching, keep safe out there, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.